my leg got so swollen, I was looking for comfort. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another video. This is Harmony Oluchi and welcome to Luchi's Corner. So if today is the first time of you coming to this channel, my name is Harmony. Like I mentioned, yeah, I talk about motherhood. I do videos surrounding lifestyle, faith, cooking, everything. So in this video, I don't really know what to title this video, to be honest, but I feel those are things I wish I know before getting pregnant, or things about pregnancy that people don't really share so much or throw more light about it. But then I will be sharing all of those things in this video. People don't really talk about it here. If this is really what you want to hear, please keep on watching. So before I could continue, I would love to say that this video is not to let you feel scared of getting pregnant. No, this video is just to educate you on things you should expect while you're trying to get pregnant. Okay, I'm also using this opportunity to pray that any TTC mom trying to conceive, I pray that by the reason of God's word, may you receive your desire. Amen. Just see this video like a baby never started school, but he's so happy to start school without knowing that starting school comes with a lot of stuff. You are going to start doing homework, you are going to start waking up early to prepare for school, you are going to play a certain time, you are going to eat a certain time, you are going to learn whether you like it or not a certain time. So everybody around the child is happy too that the child is going to this particular level, likewise the child, but then there are things expected of that level, and just see pregnancy that way. Okay, so let's move straight to this video. First and foremost, you should know that pregnancy takes a long time. I know at this point you'll be confused, like, what do I mean by pregnancy takes a long time? Everybody knows that pregnancy is 9 months, but the truth is that pregnancy takes a long time. 9 months could feel like 9 years. As a first-time mom, you get tired. As your pregnancy progresses, you just get tired. You feel like, oh my god, when is my EDD? If you don't know what is EDD, my expected delivery date, when is my EDD, when is this baby coming out? I just want to get my body, I just want to start wearing this particular clothes, I just want to go for this occasion. Like, you are waiting, and it could be tiring, to be honest. Like, as you approach maybe the first trimester, you are still happy, I'm pregnant, especially for first time mom, I'm pregnant, or even for a mom that is expecting. Maybe the mom is not a first time mom, but you're expecting, or you're happy first trimester, second trimester, third trimester. Like, we don't know you that 9 months is not forthcoming. Next thing you should know about pregnancy is that pregnancy comes with a whole lot of physical changes. Like, don't expect your body to remain the same. Recently, I think sometime last month, there was a viral video on TikTok, on also Instagram, where a lady said that she developed vitiligo after pregnancy. During her postpartum, she discovered that her body began to change. Like, she started having depigmentation of her skin, and there was actually reactions from the audience, people saying that the body, what happened was during pregnancy, that the body started fighting, her own immune system started fighting her. I don't know if you get this, but yeah, if you are into medicals, you will understand what I mean. But that was what happened. She has started going through phototherapy, and according to her, she is healing very fast. But this is one thing pregnancy can do to you. Honestly, you should not expect your body to be the same. I just mentioned vitiligo as one of the physical changes that could happen in pregnancy. They have a lot of them. Some people develop what we call varicose vein. Most often, some persons, as days or years go by, you see that those things disappear, but some persons, it remains in their leg. Like, it's something you have gained. Yeah, you gained that because you were pregnant, so your body would never remain the same. That is the truth. But like I said before, some few persons, they even get finer, they get more beautiful, they start to, gather some areas that we're not there before. There are sicknesses that pregnancy could induce aside all those physical changes. What do I mean? Sometimes you find out that there are some things that have never happened to you, but then when you are pregnant, apart from the normal morning sickness, you find out that your body is changing, not physically, but then you are sick of one particular illness or the other. One reason I think to this is that during pregnancy, your immune reduces. And that's one of the reasons why you have been told to eat fruits and vegetables to help build and boost your immune system. So your immune reduces, and a lot of things could just happen to your body. A lot of things could just go wrong, and if managed properly, it will never be an issue, and it will never even be a life-threatening illness or anything. But if mismanaged, it could cause even miscarriages, it could cause death, it could cause many of all those negative stuff. For instance, we have gestational diabetes. Some persons have what we call gestational diabetes. They never had diabetes in their internal life, and during pregnancy the person had gestational diabetes. Sometimes the diabetes, if being managed well, it will never come up again, just like other sicknesses during pregnancy. But then some, if not be managed, you discover that a whole life the person is now a diabetic patient, and it could even affect the baby. That is how severe some of those sicknesses can be. So someone like me, I don't used to have BP issues during pregnancy, but then once I want to give birth, during my labor time, my BP we increase. I don't used to have BP issues. Like when I've never married before, when I've never started giving birth, I don't have any reason to say I went to the hospital to check my BP. Even during my pregnancy time, like I said, I don't even have BP issues all the while, for my first baby, second baby, third baby. But then immediately after, during my labor time, you find out that my BP, for my first baby it was the same, my second baby it was the same. In fact, my second baby, it's triggered. For my first baby, after 1 week my BP normalized, but for my second baby it's triggered for a long time. Like for up to 3 months I was still battling with some. When I go to the hospital to do checkup, my BP has increased. Then up to some point it just got normalized, but I was always checking, I was always going for a medical checkup. Then for my third baby, even after the cesarean section, they discovered that one day after the cesarean section my BP has increased, and they have to start monitoring it. So after 1 week it's also fade out, and you don't see me talking about BP. That is a peculiar. So I've now known that some things in life can happen and I start developing BP. That is how pregnancy, like pregnancy just makes you discover a lot of things about your body. I hope by now I'm not scaring anybody, because that's not the intention, like I mentioned initially. Next thing to know is that pregnancy does not happen in one sitting. Some people could meet their partner, or anybody could meet a man and they get pregnant immediately. But some people have to work hard. Aside any fertility issues, aside anything, aside any major medical issues, they might not just get pregnant immediately. It could be because of stress. It could be because you are missing your calculation. It could be because you have to be in a certain mood. Maybe you need to eat some certain food. In case you don't know, that if you are trying to conceive, there are some certain food you might just want to start eating, or you might just stop eating. All of those kind of videos would come as time progresses. I think it's good to let you know that no pregnancy is the same. People do say, this happened to me, this did not happen to me. In my first pregnancy, this happened. In fact, for a woman who has been pregnant for the first time, if you are being detailed, you should know that even in your second pregnancy, it's not everything that happened. My first pregnancy was not the same with my second pregnancy, and with my third pregnancy there were differences. Even though there are things you should expect, maybe some people do have morning sickness, you should expect morning sickness. Maybe you do have cravings, you should expect some cravings. Maybe you do have those and this and that, but no pregnancy is the same. So don't even expect your mom's pregnancy symptoms to be the same with your own pregnancy symptoms. Don't expect your friend's pregnancy symptoms to be the same with your own pregnancy symptoms. Let me just talk a little about my recent pregnancy. My last pregnancy was totally different. For my first pregnancy, my leg, at a point, I have to get a particular slippers. I have to get a particular footwear. I was not wearing any fancy footwear or socks because my leg got so swollen. I was looking for comfort. Then for my second pregnancy, my leg equally got swollen, but it was when I was already 9 months pregnant. For my third pregnancy, I never had, from 0 to 9 months, I never had any issue of my leg getting swollen. My shape was normal, my body was normal. I was not so fat, I was not so lean. Like, I was just physically myself. Similar thing physically. For the 3 pregnancies, I always get dark, very dark. When I mean very dark, very dark. Next point is that pregnancy comes with a lot of cravings. Some people it could be mad, some people it could be managed, but it comes with a lot of cravings. When I mean cravings, food cravings, you are wanting to eat one particular thing. For this my last baby, honestly, I was craving plantain. My first trimester, I was craving roasted plantain, roasted potato, roasted yam, anything, any food that is strong. Like, I don't want any food that is not strong. Any food that is strong, that was what I was craving. And but then for my first baby, my second baby, it didn't happen to me that way. But the truth is that for me, those cravings, if I don't see them, I still do without them. And once I was done with my third trimester, I went back. There was no craving as such. I was just normal. But then for some people throughout the whole pregnancy, they are craving one particular thing. It's normal. It's just still hang on there like every other thing. You are going to get out from it and you become your normal self. Nobody tells you how uncomfortable you could be 9 months when the baby is growing. There is something we call baby discomfort. The more your baby begins to grow, you discover that you become very uncomfortable. It's also good for you to know that during pregnancy, you are not going to eat everything you wish to eat. That's the simple truth. That is just the simple truth. Even though when you go for antenatals, our doctor will tell you you should eat whatever you want to eat, but then in moderation. But there are food that is not advised for you as a pregnant woman to take. For instance, alcohol. If you are someone that have been taking alcohol or love alcohol, I think it's normal, or I think it should be a good thing for you to stop taking alcohol while you are pregnant. If you are someone that has some kind of habit, like even smoking while pregnancy, it is advised that you don't smoke. So if you are someone that love a particular meal or don't even care about your eating habits, you don't care about what you eat, you just eat as the day goes by. During pregnancy, you begin to care. You begin to know that I have to eat this particular thing. You don't like vegetable, but you have to start eating vegetable because you want to make your pregnancy smooth. You just want to do whatever the doctor said or whatever is acceptable medically for you to do to have a smooth pregnancy. So you will start eating vegetable. If you are someone that don't like fruit, you will start eating fruit. If you are someone that don't incorporate some of meals that is essential for you and your baby during your pregnancy time, you would start doing that because you just want a safe delivery. You just want to come out from this 9 months journey. This particular point I'm going to give now, people actually shied away from talking about it, but then that is the essence of this video. You should know that after child delivery, your pelvic, your vajayjay might not just remain the same. This is TMI at this point. It might not just remain the same. That is just the truth. It will never remain as if to say you have not given birth before, especially if you gave birth through vaginal delivery. It's not, even after the hot waters, the seed bath and all of that, it will never remain as if to say you have never given birth before. You should know this and have it in mind. So the last point I'm going to mention in this video is that nobody tells you that during your pregnancy you will be taking your drugs. Like 9 months you will live with drugs. If you're someone that don't like taking drugs, just know that you are going to start liking it. Just know that you are going to start taking your drugs. You take your folic acid, your prenatal medicines. Some people hate it so much. I hate taking drugs, but when pregnant I have to take my drugs, even if I'm not taking it religiously, even if I'm not taking it the way I'm supposed to take it. The point is that I take my drugs. The point is that you have to take your drugs. So if you are someone that don't like taking drugs, know that while trying to get pregnant, you need to take your drugs. That is it for this video. Hope you enjoy watching. See you in my next video.